Welcome back. It's supposed to be one of the happiest days of your life.
Yeah, but brides in the metro spent their big days stressed out, all at the hands of one hair and makeup artist, a woman they say left them at the altar.
41 Action News consumer investigative reporter Kat Reed explains.
We knew right off the bat that we would be spending the rest of our lives together.
Last summer, Miranda Reeves got engaged and started planning her big day. She came across Annie Duvall Artistry for hair and makeup.
She had great reviews, and so I ended up messaging her, asking what her quotes were.
Reeves booked her, then went ahead and Venmo'd the full $500 to Duvall. As the October wedding date approached, panic set in. Bad reviews were pouring in about Annie Duvall.
Her not showing up to trials and her not showing up to weddings, and I was like, oh my goodness, what is going on?
I've never seen anything like this.
Hair and makeup artist Melissa Blayton got involved at the end of August. Duvall asked her for help after members of her team left.
I offered to take over the contracts and hire her to work for us to get her through whatever it was she was going through. And initially she was on board, and then woke up the next day and she was absolutely not on board anymore.
As for Reeves, she booked a hair and makeup trial with Duvall in September.
She ended up not showing up.
She rescheduled, but only received excuses.
And she even said, like, it sounds so crazy, like my wallet was stolen, then my account was flagged by the fraudulent department. Something happened with her tire, I think.
Reeves needed a backup, so she reached out to Blayton to be on standby. Still, she stayed in touch with Duvall.
So this was actually the message I sent her the Wednesday before the wedding, just to kind of check in with her and say like, hey, 9 a.m. is the plan. And she said, yeah, we can stick with 9.
Wedding day arrived.
She wasn't anywhere to be found that day. She didn't call, she didn't text. Nothing.
A member of Blayton's team stepped in to do the job.
I had a perfect day, but in the back of my head, I was like, well, I'm out $500. So that was frustrating.
Reeves wasn't the only bride they had to help.
I know that we have helped at least 10. We have 2 this weekend.
We reached out to Duvall and tried to track her down to get answers. She finally answered our call.
Annie, this is Kat with 41 Action News.
She agreed to talk with us, then canceled the interview 20 minutes before, saying her attorney advised her not to talk. But she did answer some questions via email, writing she recently went through a separation and had issues with a new dosage of medication. She claims she did send some of the contracts to Blayton, but Blayton says she never received them. As for Reeves' wedding, Duvall says she didn't show because she learned Reeves hired a replacement artist. She wrote, I do see that as a contract cancellation on their part, considering the work they committed to me is now committed to someone else. She then promised refunds, adding she's doing her best to make things right.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll see my money again, which is really sad because it's $500.
Money that could have gone to the honeymoon fund. I'm investigator Kat Reed, 41 Action News.